Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Belinda. Beauties, today I'm going to be creating these pumpkins and I'm going to be using some fabric and paint, and I'll be framing them with these Dollar Tree frames. I wanted to do something different with this antique mantle that I have here, and I really loved those picture frames that they have at the Dollar Tree. These right here remind me of just something old, and so I thought that these would be appropriate for this antique mantle. Although these picture frames come with a totally different picture and you'll see it in a little bit, I just thought that these are just really nice just to put any picture. The frame itself looks expensive, but it only costs $1. So beauties, if you want to see how I create these, then please keep watching. But before that we get started, I just want to ask if you could please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also if you'll click that bell icon so that you can be notified every time that I upload a new video. Okay beauties, let's go ahead and get started, and I'll be starting by showing you the items that I'll be using for this project. I'll be using some pumpkins from this foam craft kit. 2 of these picture frames, and these are found in the Halloween section at the Dollar Tree. And 1 of these photo frames, and this one is the one that's the longer one that you can fit 3 pictures. And a piece of this fabric, and this Waverly fabric is found at Walmart. Some scissors, and this burlap. Now these are placemats that I made last year. I'll go ahead and link that video up above, but I purchased the burlap at Dollar Tree last year. I'll be using this acrylic paint in the color Spice Carrot. Some white acrylic paint. Some matte finish paint by Waverly in the color Mineral. Some Mod Podge, a permanent marker, some twine, a paintbrush, a paint dish, and my glue gun. Okay, I'm going to start by removing everything off this picture frame, and I am going to save the backing because I am going to use it. But I won't be using the glass, so I'm going to put that away. Now with these picture frames, you have to pop off that backing off. It's not hard at all, it snaps right off. I'll be using the backing of these as well. Now the backing of this picture frame, the long one, has these little pieces of metal. So I'm just going to take those off because I don't want them to show through. Okay, so now I'm going to paint the back side of both of the backings, and I'm going to be using the Waverly paint. The color is called Mineral, and I used this color just so that it would be closer to the color of the burlap, and that way it could all blend together. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is take one of those foam pumpkins, and I'm going to make it smaller because as you can see, it doesn't fit in my frame. So I'm just going to trim around the pumpkin and just get it to the size that I need for it to fit into this frame. I do want to let you know that I cut it once and then I had to cut it again just to make it a bit smaller. Okay, now that my pumpkin is trimmed down, it'll fit perfect for this picture frame. Okay, next I'm going to get a new foam pumpkin from this packet, and I'm going to use it as a pattern because I'm going to cut out a piece of fabric using this pumpkin. I also cut out another pumpkin using the smaller foam pumpkin that I had cut out earlier, which gave me a total of 2. Okay, so next I'm going to be cutting pieces of burlap, and I'm going to be using both of the backing of the picture frames as patterns, and I'm going to use my marker to outline them, and then I'll be cutting them. I was able to fit the 2 round backings on this 1 piece of burlap. Dollar Tree carries these rolled up pieces of burlap. I've not seen them in my Dollar Tree this year, but you may be able to find them. If not, any piece of burlap will work. Okay, so next I'm going to be adding the fabric pumpkin onto the burlap. And as you can see, I've left the backing on there as well. Now I've already put some Mod Podge on the back of the pumpkin, and this is the smaller pumpkin. And now I'm just going to place the pumpkin on top of the burlap, and then I'm just going to brush on some more of that Mod Podge on top of the fabric. And I'll also be adding the little fabric stem to the top of the pumpkin. I somehow lost the footage in me showing you where I traced out the stem, but it also comes in the little packet of the foam pumpkin set. It has the little stem there, so I just used that. And this is how my first pumpkin looks, and now I'm just gonna put it away and let the Mod Podge dry. Okay, next I'm gonna paint stamp the pumpkin onto the burlap, and I'm just gonna paint on the back side of the foam as you see me right there, and then I'm just gonna press it down onto the burlap. And this is how it turned out. But I wasn't completely happy, so I went ahead and I paintbrushed a little bit more of that orange paint. Here is the foam stem that I was talking to you about earlier. Now I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to brush on the paint on the back side, and then I'm going to press it onto the top of the pumpkin. And this is how this pumpkin turned out. I know I had mentioned that I didn't want to use orange this fall, but I couldn't resist for this project. Okay, for this longer picture frame, I've already Mod Podged the larger pumpkin onto it, as you can see right there. And so next what I'm going to do is just paint stamp the white pumpkin just underneath it, just like so. And then I'm just going to finish it off by adding the little pumpkin stem. And for this white pumpkin, I also did some more of that brush paint on it. And this is how this one turned out. Okay, so once the paint was dry and the Mod Podge was dry, I was ready to go ahead and add some of these bows right here. And all I did was just make little bows by using some of that twine, and I just double looped each one of them. And then I hot glued them all to the stem of all the pumpkins. Okay, so now I was ready to add all the frames onto my new projects. And here you go, my projects are complete. I really love how they turned out, and I really think that it gave my antique mantle just a really nice touch. I didn't want to use orange for this fall season, but I just could not resist using it for this project. I really think that this orange pumpkin framed in this black frame looks so pretty. I just could not resist. And this year I decided to bring my scarecrow inside and have her sit by this mantle. Now I also made those dried corn husk, I think that's what you call them. If you want to see how I did this, then please comment down below and I can go ahead and do a DIY on that. Well, beauties, that is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and also share. I'd really appreciate it. You have yourself a blessed day, and I will see you on my next video. So until then, bye-bye and God bless.